Should you communicate with me when I'm not here, you can do that by emailing me. My address is jb@bbc.co.uk. Waiting to leap into vibrant action now is Gerry Anderson.
You're still not right.
Oh, shut up.
You're still not right. I'm worried about you.
This is my new image.
Husky?
Yeah, sexy.
Husky, like the dog.
Oh, we are informed this morning.
No, we are not informed. We are concerned. We are concerned about your ongoing health.
Oh, yeah?
You haven't been able to shake that bug, whatever it is.
I haven't got a bug.
You have. I can hear it in your voice. I can hear it in your throat. As my mother used to say, I can hear it in your chest. That's what she used to say to me. I can hear it in your chest, she used to say to me. I can hear it in your chest. And I haven't listened to your cavity for a long time.
Do you know they did a recent survey? I heard this in the news this morning, that children who have diarrhea more than others...
Yes.
They're not very intelligent when they grow up. Have you anything you'd like to tell me?
Well, you see, that's because they're talking through their what?
Eh?
What did you say?
I just thought I'd throw that in.
I know. Well, thank you for that snippet of information. I'm always grateful for any little snippet you throw my way because, you know, I'm short of material in this programme.
Well, you can cure hedgehogs, whooping coughs and things like that, and how to make a dovetail joint.
Why do they call it whooping cough?
They don't. They call it whooping cough.
But why do they put a W in front of it just to confuse us? When I was a child reading stuff, I used to say whooping cough and everybody used to tinkle and laugh.
Do you know what? Tinkle?
Snicker, I meant.
Different connotation entirely.
Well, when was the last time you tinkled and laughed? I think you laugh every time. I think other people laugh when you tinkle.
Do you?
Yes. Mm-hmm. I haven't tinkled and laughed for a long time.
I've heard that.
What?
I've heard that.
Listen, I believe you went out on Friday. I had a little drink, yes.
Do you believe that?
I believe that, yes. I couldn't make it.
You weren't invited.
I was asked, I was told that you were, that you were out having a wee bit of a snifter.
Do you honestly believe that I would be seen in any reputable watering hole in the company of you?
They told me against your will. Right. I know. But I hope you had a good day, and I hope you get home before Sunday.
I understand. I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Excellent. That's good.
Yep.
Were you drinking...
When is your due?
I don't have one. No, I don't have a due because, after all, everything that I do is for charities. You know that.
Why are you shouting?
I'm not shouting. It's because the mic is very close to me. Oh. It's because you're too far away. You've been in the seat too long this morning. You see, by the time you get in at 9 o'clock, I didn't get up until 9:30. You see, it's difficult for you to hear me. Listen, I have to say one thing to you.
What is that?
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I think it's a very interesting song. That's very 80s feel about that. I know that's because it was an 80s song. That's from a band called the Buggles, whom I always liked. I always thought they were ahead of their time. That's a song called Clean Clean. I like that for some reason. Good morning, Gerald Michael Anderson here. I'll be here until 12 o'clock. The number to ring if you want to contact this programme is 0845... What's the number? I keep forgetting that.
08459.
Yeah, well, why didn't you say that?
I'm trying to say it.
08459 555 678, or indeed the email facility, gerry.anderson@bbc.co.uk. I want to read a couple of things out because it's important that today's a very important day because I know many people are listening because they want to know if they've won anything on the Rickety wheel. I myself was in here alone yesterday, spinning the wheel and determining who would win our prizes. And I have a list here of the body of the prizes and the body of the winners.
All right.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say here?
But how are you going to do it?
I've done it already.
Yeah, but how are you going to... You're not just going to have a big ring.
There's a very nice girl in that other studio there. Who's that?
I don't know.
Who's that?
No, I don't know.
She's looking over. She's talking.
We're talking about you.
We're talking about her. Yeah, she's looking at us. Yeah.
No,
ask her who she is.
We're talking about you.
We're wondering who you are.
That's all.
Oh, you're not telling us. Ask Ken. Ken will tell us who you are later. Anyway, what was that? What were you saying?
I was asking you, are you just going to...
No, I've done everything. I've got a list here of the people, the body of the people who've won the body of the prizes.
But will it take long?
It won't take long. I'll do about 10 between each record.
That's what I mean.
Okay, for instance... You see how hard it is for me to find the things.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not going to start reading them now because I'll read them.
But then how will the people know?
Because I'll read them shortly. I've got a lot here.
Yes.
And I'll read these out. Do you want me to read out the first 5, say now? Will I?
I don't know. I don't think...
Yes, I think so. Right. Okay.
The programme hasn't really come to life yet.
The programme hasn't really got on its stride yet.
Reading out things.
Well, let me just read this first because, this will give the people a bit of a taster. Kathleen McLaughlin of Mahrefelt has won a crystal fruit bowl from Calvin Crystal.
Right.
Josie Manson... It looks like Manson to me, of Ballyclare, has won a gent suit to the value of £300 from Bogart Ann Street in Belfast.
That's all right.
A weekend break for two at the Cavan Crystal Hotel in Dublin Road, Cavan, has been won by Jean McIntosh of 58 Tarragon Park in Antrim.
See, I'm getting fed up now.
I know you're getting fed up. You told me to do it. And a litre bottle of whiskey goes to Mr. and Mrs. R.C.J. Ferguson of Oakley the Oaks in Newton Ards. A sports jacket to the value of £450 from John McBride Tailoring at 60 Upper Arthur Street, Belfast, they're not there anymore, was won by Mary Mulligan in Bangor. That's one of the ones we pulled out. You see, that's the way it goes.
Right,
that's the first five.
That's all right.
You get fed up already, didn't you? You get fed up after the first three. Right, I want to say a big hello to our granny, Mrs. May Rowan, who lives in Derry Stoke, Londonderry. This is an email from Malaysia. My sister Yasmin, aged 9, and brother Luke, 22 months, live in Malaysia where our mum and dad work. We won't be home for Christmas, but we want Granny Rowan to know that we'll be missing her lots and lots. Instead of snow, we're going to be enjoying sun, sand and surf this week on the beach.
Did you watch the Sports Personality of the Year?
What? You must be off your head.
Well, I'm trying to find someone who watched it.
I never watched it. It must be crazy. My dad used to listen to your programme in the car. I didn't always like your choice of music, but at least it was never predictable. That's what I always say. If you can, would you mind playing U2, All That You Can't Leave Behind, for us and Granny? Well, I'm not predictable, so I won't. That's from Gabby Ryan, aged 11, from Malaysia. What a nice little chap that is. And a nice little man to think of his people at Christmas. And here's another...
If I said to you...
Yes?
If I said to you, Gerry, I would like you and your good wife and your family to come up to my house.
Yeah.
Because I've got some old footage of my children when they were growing up playing in the garden. Would you come and watch it?
I would not. No. No.
Or if someone, your neighbour said to you, said, Gerry, you know...
We found some old 8mm film of my children playing on the beach. Do you want to come up and have a drink sometime and look at it? I'd say, certainly not.
Why is the BBC doing it?
I don't know why they're doing it. Did you see that last night?
Showing holiday snaps next.
I know.
I was sending your holiday snaps.
I was so fed up with it. It was just nothing. But the fella... no, don't talk about that.
Stop it.
Anyway, Peter Cunningham writes to me, and this is a little slice... A little slice of... What?
Turn me off.
I will. Yeah. It's a little slice of human life here. This is Peter. He says, I thought you might like to hear about this. My 17-year-old twins, Amy and Tori, went into Burger King in Belfast last Wednesday. Whilst they waited at the counter, the assistant at Burger King attempted to hand change to a lady customer who was standing behind the girls, and he managed to throw the money everywhere. Some coins landed in Amy's bag of chips, which were on a tray on the counter while she waited for her burger, as indeed many people do at Burger King. This woman proceeded to shout, excuse me, and thrust her hand into the depths of Amy's chips to fish her money out. Having walked to a seat in a state of shock, the girls decided that no way they were going to eat those chips. But on returning to the counter to possibly ask the lad if he'd maybe perhaps given another bag of chips, the boy who had thrown the money into the chips seemed to be suffering from amnesia. In other words, he couldn't remember what had happened 30 seconds before. Eventually the manager came over and he said, for God's sake, just give him a new bag of chips, for God's sake. This could only happen in our lovely city of culture, couldn't it? Anyway, please mention my mother, Molly Hay, who's an avid listener, and congratulate the Ulster rugby team. I'm forecasting that they'll slaughter Stade Francais tonight, which was last Saturday, I do believe. I know you just love rugby, don't you? Yes, I love it. That's from Anne Cunningham. As a matter of fact, they did beat, didn't they? They did beat Stade Francais on Saturday night, much to the delight of many people who are standing in rugby clubs probably at this very moment. It's just from Arden Lee. Right, here's a letter, too, from somebody inquired the other day that Paul McAvoy wasn't writing to me, but he does write to me. And here's his usual epistle from Warren Point. These are for the benefit of people who don't know what's going on in that part of the world. Dear Gerry, I'm sure your trusty right-hand man, Sean, has informed you that I've submitted my name for the Rickety Wheel. I've never won anything on it, as sometimes I was told I was either too late or too old at 82 to enter such contests. Well, you haven't won anything this year either because you're too old. Well, Gerry, things are going well in Warren Point, including the nightlife. Christmas illuminations arranged round the local square, up the main streets and round by the seafront have all created a typical Christmas spirit. But only one thing is missing, and that is there is no playing of Christmas carols during the day and into the evening. The only music there is that created by agitated motorists who are blaring their car horns at pedestrians using the traffic crossing opposite the First Trust Bank in Church Street. And as you well know, that's no substitute for Silent Night. This is a new one. The nice people who reside at the lower end of the Well Road in Warren Point are in a flat spin about the loss of their country post box, which has served their area for a great number of years. Yes, I read about this in the paper. It used to be a popular place for the birds to nest in. As I remember, about 40 years ago, some residents were unable to use this post box as some vicious starlings had built their nest in it. And whilst they were rearing their young, they had promptly attacked any resident attempting to use the post box. Well, you'd be the same yourself if you were having a baby and somebody stuck it. Well, this post box is clamped by a wooden standard, and the front casing has been removed for much needed repair by the post office authorities, but they lost their way in coming to replace it. Some of the residents are hoping that with poor sight, those with poor sight might try to use it as it is lying open to the elements and possibly lose their letters. Maybe Santa Claus will do the necessary. And on a lighter note, the wild girls are still screaming on high, the amorous youths are still making love in the dark corners of Church Street, and the alcohol lovers are still indulging in quiet urinating. Well, there's only one thing worse than quiet urinating, and that's noisy urinating. The Speed Kings are still at large on the Newry Road and up Newry Street. This will stop when cameras go into action by thunder. There's a bit of griping about the poor class of ramps being set down at Summerhill. In spite of what they say, it still helps to stop the speeding, even though these ramps may not be what we wanted. Perhaps you might come along to Warren Point this Friday, the 12th of December, too late last Friday, and take part in the Warren Point Community Carol Service, which will be held outside the local town hall, weather permitting. Warren Point Silver Band and St. Patrick's GAA Band will accompany the singing of the popular Christmas carols. If the weather should be inclement, the local council has made the town hall available and will provide the Christmas fare for those participating. Your number one fan, Mrs. Anna O'Hagan, chairperson of the Warren Point Friendship Club, will be having the club's annual Christmas dinner on this Tuesday, the 16th of December, which is tomorrow. In the club at 2 p.m, Santa will be there to give everyone a present. You know, I think the touch in this programme is local today. The touch in this programme is local today. We're going to reach out to the small communities who hitherto have felt neglected. So if you've got any kind of garden fete, or indeed pantomime,
No.
or any gymkhana that is going on around, or some cake sale, perhaps, that you want publicised in this programme.
That's
you
John
ring
Bennett's
Sean,
department.
Ring
now.
Sean,
No.
ask for him, and he will take a note of it, and then not give it to me. And then I won't read it. I've got a poem here about Geordie, and it's called The Box. I'm going to read this to you. Anything else you want to talk about there?
Not offhand, no.
This is a very seasonal poem, and it's a very sentimental poem about Geordie and about the time of the year. I thought it nice to read this now before the people wake up properly. It's called The Boxer, because I'm just a poor boy and my story's seldom told.
Was there one programme on television yesterday that you could watch?
No.
No.
No, there wasn't. The Boxer. A man lies in a dunged-out bed. Old Geordie is his name, a veteran of bare-knuckle fights, which brought our hero fame. Old Geordie fought in Cricklewood, where Irish men abound. A right, a left, the fight is won. His opponent's on the ground. Now his fighting days are over. Old Geordie's earned a rest and takes pleasure in the countryside and the banty in the nest. His home's a landlocked Noah's Ark, where animals run free. Old Billy bleats contentedly, eating ivy round a tree. Old Stanley gives a gobble. As he struts around the street, old Stanley's been tramping constantly, and his corn's upon his feet. The pony blinks with its one eye and whisks its little tail. Old Geordie says, "Here's your meal, ya boy," and sets down a little pail. The rooster crows majestically to greet the coming day. A chicken walks with legs apart, looking for a little place to lay. The robin on the gatepost, the singing of the thrush. "I must boil a kettle," Geordie says, "and make a wee hot bush." The year is nearly over, and old Jack Frost nips the feet. Geordie's fire is glowing red with the best of good black peat. Geordie's eyes go to a spot beneath a willow tree. "Boys, you're a good wee friend," he says. "A good wee friend to me." There lies Tiny, sleeping. Geordie wipes away a tear, then turns his thoughts to Christmas and the turning of the year. For each thing has a season, a time to live and die. But grief can melt the strongest heart, tears fill the strongest eye. Yes, Geordie was a boxer. He still looks the part, but just like you and me, he's still a child at heart. Happy Christmas, Geordie. Well, I'm going to read out another couple of prizes.
No,
here,
what about
but
the calls,
we'll
please? But you see, I've got 2 calls.
I know, there's plenty of time.
I know, but
I'm just going to read out a couple because I'll be doing this all during the programme.
could you read them out to the lady on one?
Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, what seems to be... have you got a radio on there?
I'm sorry, Gerry, I moved into the next room.
That's quite all right. If you put the radio off, it'd be much better.
I just listen to the show every morning, and I wondered this morning if you were having a programme from the bathroom or the loo.
Why are you saying that?
Because on my radio, there's a sound of like running water.
Really? Have you checked your bathroom?
Oh, I'm not in the bathroom.
Well, I don't know what to say to you, except that everything's coming...
Well, if I put the phone to the radio, could you hear it? No?
Yes, I could do. Why is she doing... Why is she... No, why is she doing that? Listen, I think maybe perhaps you should put off the radio.
But then I wouldn't listen to you.
But you see...
Here, do you not understand what's happening here?
I understand what's happening here.
When this lady is listening, what is this? What's her name? Margaret?
Yes,
Margaret.
right.
When Margaret's listening to the radio, Margaret hears running water coming out of your radio. No, your sound. And she wants you to hear the water sound coming out of her radio, but she doesn't know how to do it.
But whilst she's there, you see...
Yes, it can't be done. We can't hear it.
I'm too tired to explain
but
that. You've got to explain
telephonist
that to her, will you?
Sorry, what did Margaret say there?
I don't know. Margaret, what did you say there?
I said the telephonist. She can confirm that she heard it.
The
telephonist?
Gerry.
The telephonist heard it.
Yes.
Ask the telephonist what she heard, Sean.
The telephonist heard running water.
Did she?
Aye.
Well, maybe you should...
I think the only
Go
way...
on, you. I'm tired.
Could you possibly turn off your microphone and briefly listen to... do you understand?
Me turn off my microphone?
Just briefly, and then
listen to her.
And listen here. We'll just,
Okay, I'm going to listen to her.
No, here. If this... No, you have to turn... No, it don't work. No, that don't work. That won't work. No.
This is very annoying for the other listeners, especially when they realise that woman is off her head.
No, she's not. The lady's got trouble by running water.
Well, why doesn't she cross her legs or something? I don't know what to tell her. I don't know what to say to you. Why did you deal with this? Why am I dealing with this?
I don't know. You're in charge of leaks.
That's right, I forgot. Well, tell me what... So what's happening now, then, at the moment, as you speak?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I can still hear the water in the background. It's like bubbling, as if you're in the jacuzzi.
Well, let's imagine that for a moment.
Well, I don't know. We'll get Ken.
Do you live near any kind of...
Yeah, I heard something.
Oh, good, Sean. Did you hear something?
I heard something there.
Yes.
You heard nothing.
Well, we get Ken.
Yes. Well, wait. Yes, okay. There's Ken coming now.
Oh.
Well, I don't hear anything, I'm afraid.
No, Ken can't hear that. Ken was listening.
No,
in the
Ken
other
is
studio.
washing his hands. He's washing his hands of it, yeah. We can't help you, sorry, madam.
But we're looking into it.
Yeah, ring downtown. Maybe they can help.
Well, I wish you all a happy Christmas.
No, thank you for that.
And a very peaceful New Year.
Happy Christmas to you and a very peaceful New Year, and I hope we all learn to live together.
Okay, Jay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. You know, that's what I want. I want peace in our province.
Will you talk to Les?
You know,
Les wants
why would
to
you
ask-
speak of... I want peace, Sean. I want us to learn to live together, even though we may have different beliefs in religion. There's no reason why we can't live together. There's no reason why we can't celebrate our...
wants to ask you a
Sean, I want us to
question.
celebrate our differences and not dispute them. Celebrate our differences.
It's a question for
There
you.
are people marching for different reasons, and they should be tolerated.
On two.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Gerry.
Good morning,
Who
how are
wound
you?
you up this morning?
Pardon?
Who wound you up this morning?
I'm just trying to be all things to all men, as usual.
Listen, tell me, I've got a piece of music here.
Yes?
I want you to listen to it.
Well, don't be playing the whole thing to me.
I won't be playing the whole thing.
Give me about 10... What is this? Is this one of these days, is it? Wait, put him off.
What?
Hello, yes?
What is that?
A good question. You'll have to tell me.
I know what it is.
Well, go on, you tell him.
Mouldy Old Dough by Lieutenant Pigeon.
But the question is, why is he playing it to me?
Who's it by?
Mr. Coyle says it's Mouldy Old Dough by Lieutenant Pigeon. Is he
And who
right?
is he?
I don't know. Was he right? Is it Mouldy Old Dough by Lieutenant Pigeon?
That's the name of it.
Well, thanks.
Yes.
The second
Okay.
question is...
Sean, Gerry,
Just
all
a
the
sec...
best for this season.
Okay, thank you.
And look after yourselves.
Okay, bye.
And have some good luck with that rickety wheel.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
But why did he play us that?
He wanted to know the title of it. He said, I've got a piece of music here that I don't know the title. Do you
I
mind-
missed that
Do you
part
mind
of
if
it.
I... No, it's what he said to me. Do you mind if I played it?
Oh, he said
Gerry?
that to you? Oh,
And I says,
you, of course, didn't feel it fit to tell me that.
No, but
There's me
that-
sitting being played Mouldy Old Dough for no reason.
Yeah, but you didn't know what it was.
I had no idea, or even why he was playing it. You should tell me why he's playing things.
You're grumpy.
I am grumpy.
Why are you
I was
grumpy?
all right at half
No,
10.
you have a wee face on you today. You're like a wee crabbit granny today. You really are.
I have a wee crabbit face.
Ah,
haven't I?
you have. Why?
Well,
There's something not right. There's something bothering you, something niggling you this morning.
there's something I didn't get at the weekend.
Well,
Michelle Hand of Flat 4, Windsor Avenue in Belfast, is the proud owner of a football autographed by Manchester United.
wonderful.
I think so. And these are email. Lynette Kirk of Bradford has won 2 full pallets of white double velvet toilet roll from Ska Hygiene Products. Isn't she lucky?
Yeah.
Anne Brennan of Castle Dawson, County Derry, has won a mobile storage unit in grey laminate finish from Furnifex Systems Limited, 24 Steelstown Road, Stonyford in Lisburn. We'll be back after the news. One of the troubles I do have in this is once I was going over the whole thing yesterday, there were 1 or 2 prizes that weren't suitable for just everyone, so I've held 1 or 2 back. Understand what I'm saying?
How do you know?
I've held 1 or 2 back. That's all I'm saying. I know because of my instinct, my show business instinct.
You can't do that.
I can do it.
You can't do that.
I've only held a couple back. One of the ones I've held back is this. Let me just get to it. You see, there's a crowd called, should I say a firm
The Josie
called-
Manson one.
I don't know.
Did you read her out in the first batch?
Look, you're so awkward.
Josie's phoning.
No, hold on
She
a
said her
minute.
friends phoned her. to
It's in
say
her
that-
friend's house.
No,
Josie
her-
Manson. You see, this is very awkward for me. I have to go through all this again. Hold on a second.
It's not me. It's
Yes, Josie Manson of 149 Ballinger Road, Ballyclare.
Yes, what she won.
She's won... Don't be going back again. She's won a gent suit
Oh, all right.
to the value of £300 from
That's
Bogart in Ann Street in Belfast. I'd suggest you give that to your husband or significant other. 13, Maura Cassidy of 20 Leonard's or something, Renard Avenue, doesn't matter, we've got your phone number, has won £30 of Marks and Spencer's vouchers.
Right.
The one we kept back, this one in particular that I see before me, Huntley Associates of Albert Bridge Road in Belfast offered a new mortgage or remortgage or right to buy free of all broker fees. In other words, if you're remortgaging your house or getting a new mortgage or all that kind of thing, they'll do all that stuff for you
Why
free.
do you hold it back?
Because not everybody's doing that. Supposing I gave that to you now, what would you do with it? Apart from the obvious answer.
Yeah.
What would you do with it now? What would you do with that prize if I gave it to you now? Are you going to remortgage your house? Are you selling your home?
What are you going to do with it? Eventually.
I'm going to ask if...
Yes.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just saying that it's here. And
What?
if
Somebody wants it.
no,
There's a call in one. What?
if someone who is in our rickety wheel is mortgaging their house and whose
But how will we know where they're in?
number hasn't come out, maybe they could ring us and make their case. That's all I'm trying to say.
Do you know that I was in here on Saturday afternoon
Yes.
and I started to count the entries.
Yes.
I stopped at 1,018.
Yes, and there were far more than that.
And I says, I can't go on. So
Well, you see, this is why I'm
how are
trying
we
to make
gonna
this
find-
clear.
How are we going to find someone?
Well, I don't know. That's your problem. But see, one of the things I have to say is this. We have to be very careful about this because this thing has got far bigger than anything we ever imagined. And many people were down at our OB. It was about 1,500 or
But
something like that.
You're making it bigger.
Well, you see, these people witnessed the shambles that it
Stop
is.
scratching yourself.
Will you stop? They can't see me doing that.
Well, I can.
Well, don't be telling them that I'm doing it. For God's sake, a fella can't scratch himself anymore. If this was television, I wouldn't scratch
Right.
myself. If you can't scratch yourself on the radio, by thunder, what can you do? And
So
stop
what?
telling the people what I'm scratching. 14B. Louis Buchanan of Strabane has won a £50 voucher for any Gino or NV store in Northern Ireland, as has June Bell of Rich Hill. She's won a £50 voucher too. See, I'm just trying to get through these
what?
things. What? For any Gino or NV store in Northern Ireland, I said.
I only asked.
But wait, you're listening. And 15, of course, a pair of Peking ducks or a £7 oven-ready duck from Grange Farm.
£7 Eddie ready.
From Grange Farm Ducks is won by Lynn Preston of Portadown, but she knows that already.
You're wearing a lot of beige this week.
I'm trying to become like Gerry Kelly.
Did someone get a job lot?
Stop it.
In
You
beige.
just don't like my colours.
No.
You don't like my
That's a nice
colours.
wee jumper you're wearing.
That's
But
a little Italian jumper.
Yeah, it's okay. I haven't been speaking to it, so I don't know.
You don't like my clothes because they're not what you wear.
I do.
No, you don't. You look at me all the time.
No, I just happen to notice that you're wearing a lot of beige.
I don't buy any of my clothes in Northern Ireland because they don't suit me. Marguerite looks like Robin. I don't know what that is. Of 15 Whitecliff Crescent in Belfast. We have your address, we have your phone number. Has won a meal for two and a home-baked cake from Cafe Uno in Lombard Street in Belfast. What a wonderful prize that is. And there's better prizes coming up as well.
Well, what about the person in one?
Bill Donald of Antrim, of course, knows that he's won a Dyson DC07i cleaner from Dempsey's of Portstewart. Hear me shouting there.
Yeah.
I got excited. And James King of Rathmullen Drive in Newton Ards has won a meal for two and a bottle of wine from the Pizzarama of Campsie Road in Omagh. So that's a big journey ahead of him.
Well, they might deliver. What about the call-in one?
Yes, all right. Hello, good morning. Actually, there's nobody. Oh, yes, hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Jerry.
Yes?
Right, Joe. Joe Barnes here in Malile.
Yes, Joe.
Hello, you have a great show, only by all that.
Thank you, Joe, for your interest.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for not smoking.
Regarding the guy who rang on about mouldy old dough.
Yes.
Right, the Lieutenant Pigeon, as Sean was right.
I know, but I didn't know what it was. It just
I
sounded
know, but I rang there, but,
it sounded like a parcel of noise to me.
It does, you know. Well, actually, you're correct, because it was recorded in... Right, it was the 23rd of the 9th, 1972. It was in the church for 11 weeks. Has position number 1.
Why are you mixing me up with someone who cares?
No, it's just that... Well, I care for that guy that rang in, looking the information.
Okay, right, sorry. I'm just
the
being...
two guys that done it was Nigel Fletcher was a drummer.
Yes.
And Rob Woodward was a pianist.
Yes.
And it was recorded in Rod Woodward's... Let me get the teeth sorted.
Yes.
Recorded in Woodward's mother's front living room.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it reached number 1 in 1972.
Okay, well...
So it's just for that guy that rang in and looking information.
No, I understand that. I mean, there's hardly much more about that we can learn, really.
Not a big lot.
That's nearly everything
Unless you
we
have
need...
the record, which I have.
You have the record?
Yeah.
That's nearly everything we need to know about that, you know.
You're
That's
right.
more or less it.
Right.
Well, listen, I thank you for... Sorry. I'm fiddling with things whilst you're doing this. Thank you for
well,
taking...
I rang just to pass the information on to that guy who was looking at the information.
No, thank you for that, because, you know, sometimes I may give the wrong impression. Sometimes I may give the impression that I don't care. And I hope that you don't get that impression, because I do care. And I care passionately. And I thank you very much for going to the trouble of ringing up and making sure that man has all the information he needs, and may I say, a little bit more than he needs.
Yep.
All right, thank you for that.
There you are, no problem.
God bless you, my son.
And the same to you, sir, and a Merry Christmas.
May God level his bounty upon you.
And may the road come up to meet you.
Indeed, and may you be in heaven half an hour before the devil knows your death. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, cheers.
Bye. And so it goes on. Eleanor Greer, it looks like, or maybe it is Green of Newton Abbey, has won a colour cut and blow dry from Jet Setter's hair studio in Belfast. And also Danny Quinn of Belfast has won a weekend break for a family of 6 in a holiday bungalow in Mallinhead, to be taken before Christmas. No, that's not true. I keep saying that, but it's not true.
Would you take a wee call?
Not yet. Walter Graham from Dundonald has won a prize from Terry Brown at the Old Schoolhouse Inn, which consists of the following: a chauffeur-driven limo, champagne, chocolates and cigars, wine and dinner for two, an overnight stay in the bridal suite with a bed bendy in the middle, full breakfast the next morning, and chauffeur-driven homo livo back. A £50 gift voucher from Bennytown, Carlisle Road, Derry, Stoke London, Derry has been won by Patricia Duncan in Ballyclare. These are some of the ones that have been drawn out the other day. I'm just repeating these for the benefit of those who may not have been listening that day.
Jim was listening.
A one-night's accommodation for 2 people in an executive suite at Benedict's Hotel in Belfast has won by Rosie O'Neill from Bangor. And also, let me see who this is. This is one of the ones I've got. Mr. Fergus Hanna of Donovan Gardens in Belfast, him and his good wife, have won 2 nights bed and breakfast and 1 dinner at Da Vinci's Hotel Complex in Derry, Stoke Londonderry, which is a very fine place, as you well know.
1 dinner between them?
No, a dinner each, Sean. One person must not... Remember I did that to you one time?
Yes, I'll never forget.
Remember I ate and wouldn't give you anything?
Singapore.
Yes, indeed.
A long way from... I'll never forgive you.
I ate in Singapore and watched you watching me.
Yes.
I watched the saliva drip down your chin.
I was like
and I wouldn't give you
Simpson.
1 chip. Do you know why? Because you had a lesson to learn. But that's another story. I'm not going into that. I'll go into it tomorrow.
Aye, there's a call in 2.
I know that. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, who's that?
This is Jim here.
Yes, Jim.
Gerry, explain something to me, please.
Yes.
How can these people get prizes
Yes.
when nobody knows that you have spun the rickety wheel? Where are you getting these numbers from?
Let me explain how it works.
Now, let me explain something first. You done it up in Belfast with Gerry Kelly that day.
Yes, but I didn't do all of them.
And exactly. So you should do the rest of them on the show. That's a farce you're doing.
It could well be a farce I'm doing, but let me just say this to you.
Yeah.
That if I picked all the numbers on the show using the rickety wheel, it would be a very boring show, as indeed last Wednesday's was.
Last Wednesday's wasn't.
Well, apart from the fact...
Wednesday was a good show.
Well, two people tried to hijack it.
Well, they did a very good job. A better job than you could do.
Well, I didn't get a chance to do it.
That's
my...
it, exactly. That was why.
I was trying to talk to the people, but of course, they weren't interested in the people.
Oh, yes, they were.
No, they weren't. They were interested in putting their careers first.
The main thing was for people to get a prize off the rickety wheel.
And this is what I've taken... This is what I've taken on board. This is in my heart. What do you think I spent the whole weekend doing?
Who's seen you doing that? You and yourself and your shadow? I did on.
Yes. Who did see you? It's a very good question Jim is posing.
I know that.
Do you think that I went in here and picked out prizes for my cronies? Is that what you think?
Don't know. We don't know.
Well, can I just ask you one thing?
Yes?
Whenever the talks are going on in Stormont between Sinn Féin and the DUP and the UUP...
Gerry, can I put you through to Gerry?
Gerry's very loud today.
Well...
Whenever they're doing that, do we not trust them?
No.
No, we don't. No, that's right.
No, we don't. What
Sorry.
has that got to do
That's
with
good
the
enough.
rickety
No,
wheel?
that's right. No, we don't trust them at all. Sorry.
No.
Let me just think of something else. When the Pope has been elected...
No,
Yeah.
No, we don't trust them either.
Come on now.
When the white smoke goes out the chimney...
No, forget about all that. To explain it to Jim, come on.
We'll do some Protestant or...
No,
Catholic.
explain to Jim how did you do it.
Let's find an example that
There is no example.
both communities can approve
No,
of.
there is no... No,
Right,
no,
but when,
you're waffling.
when the people vote for Pop Idol...
You're waffling.
I'm not waffling. I'm trying to find an example.
Waffling. Sean is right. You are the
You're
biggest
scratching again.
waffler.
I came in here yesterday whilst all the world was asleep. I came
Is
in
that
here
right?
and I spun my wheel.
I don't believe you.
I spun this wheel until my fingers were cut, lacerated. Look at my fingers, lacerated and cut. And I spun that wheel until the people next door were ringing up
Why is
complaining.
the rickety wheel standing for Nance Stew the wrong way round?
Because
the
I
numbers are
turned-
facing into the wall.
Because I turned it away because
And the
there were
people can't see that, but I must tell them that. Why
Gerry.
is the numbers facing into the wall?
They faced the wall because I couldn't stand to look at them again because I was at them
Gerry.
all day yesterday. Yes?
Gerry.
You're accusing me of cronyism.
Well, excuse me. You should have the rickety wheel in there all week and a couple of times
Correct.
every day that
Correct.
you should be spinning the rickety wheel for the people to get their prizes legal and above board.
I
It is
agree with you.
It is Christmas after all.
And I
All right
think
then. Okay, know what I'm going to do now?
Yeah.
The next prize is coming out.
spin the wheel.
No.
You haven't got the wheel there.
Yes, the wheel's there.
The wheel's here. I've got the winner of the next prize I'm going to announce. Her name is Celine Armstrong of Finton on County Tyrone.
I didn't hear it getting spun there.
No, but she has won a painted hat box.
But how did you win it? There was no spinning of the wheel.
Excuse me, I don't see anything terribly funny about a painted
Oh,
hat
yes.
box.
Oh, Jerry, you're the biggest joke boy.
From the clothes agency, the Spires Fisherwick building in Belfast. And I want Celine Armstrong to ring this programme now and tell me that there is no reason why she should have won that other than it came out at random.
She didn't hear the wheel being spun.
Spin the wheel. I don't know why you will not spin. The people want you to spin the wheel.
Correct, Sean.
It's their wheel. It's their programme. Why won't you spin the wheel?
Because I don't like the sound of it.
I'll spin it for you if you want.
It makes me teeth sore.
But why don't you go spin the wheel now? The wheel is there in the corner.
All right then.
Your box.
But this isn't for anything.
Yes, it has to be for
This
something.
is just to prove to the people that it's here.
No, the
And
people
to prove
know
to the
it's there.
people that I was in here yesterday spinning it.
Right, go on, spin it.
All right then. Will you talk until I come back?
Yes, I will talk now. Jerry has removed his headphones and he's walking out to the corner of the studio. He's putting his hand on the wheel. Right, okay. Now, what number is it?
Did they hear that?
Yes, what number is it?
No, it's facing away from me. I can't see.
Exactly. There, Jim, you see.
But I wasn't in this seat yesterday.
Understand.
Do you see now?
But I wasn't in this seat yesterday. I was over beside it yesterday with my notepad.
Gary, wise up.
Don't you adopt that attitude to me.
Oh, yes, I will, boy.
Well, if Celine Armstrong will ring up and tell me, is there any possible reason under the sun if we had a relationship or anything? Why should she win rather than... And Lynn Norwood from Woodstock Road in Belfast, who I may discover here, has won a meal for two and 2 tickets to the Gala St. Stephen's Night Country Music Showtime in the Millbrook Lodge Hotel in Ballynahinch. I want her to ring.
When was that spun?
Pardon?
When was that spun?
Spun yesterday. And on that very topic, would the person... Now, this is a prize, a meal for 2 and 2 tickets to the Gala St. Stephen's Night Country Music Showtime in the Millbrook Lodge Hotel in Ballynahinch. I think maybe that we've forgotten to add that perhaps there may be a little stayover involved in that. And would the people in the Millbrook Lodge Hotel ring us and tell us if that's the case or not? Because those people might be going home and get and drink. And, how are they going to get home? They'd be full, on the 28th of December. So maybe they'd let us know if there's a wee stay over there. So, Lynn Norwood, we'll let you know. And thank you for not smoking.
Well, do you want any of the prize winners then to phone and say on air that they don't know you? Is that
Yes,
what it is?
I want people to ring up and say they don't know me.
The cock-a-doodle-doo.
Cock-a-doodle-doo? You've denied me thrice.
Okay. Right.
Mrs. Simpson of Antrim Road in Templepatrick has won...
What?
A £50 gift token from Robert Galt's Men's Fashions in Church Street, Ballymully. Also, the Everglades Hotel are offering tickets for their New Year's Eve function and overnight accommodation for 4 people. That was won by Marie Mallon of Dungannon. Right. These are complete strangers to me. A family voucher... A family voucher for 2 adults and 2 children for 2 nights bed and breakfast and 1 evening meal in the Quality Hotel, Letterkenny, County Donegal, has been won by... There's no name on this. There's no name. Oh, Jackie Power of East Street in Donaghadee. How can anyone...
Jerry, that isn't still right. The people should be getting spun on the rickety wheel.
If I had my way, you'd be spun on the rickety wheel, all right. Listen, go away, will you? Why am I tolerating this? Go away.
There's a man on 2.
Excuse me, bye. Hello, good morning.
1, I mean.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, Jerry.
I hope... Oh, Geordie, thank God for a friendly voice.
Well,
it's not easy for me. I'm trying to do good here. And I've been...
You're not doing too bad now. I don't think there's much wrong with what the shoe you put on.
Now, see, one of the things that I have to contend with, Geordie...
Look, I'm not sucking in with you.
No, well, I sincerely hope not. No. But one of the things I have to contend with, and I hope you bear with me for a moment while I explain it to you. You see, I'm misunderstood. You see, I come along here and people think I'm here for my own aggrandizement. People think that I'm here to further my career. I'm not like George or Hugo. I'm not like that. I'm here to do good.
That's why I'm talking to you.
Exactly, because you don't talk...
If you're like a wee fat man from the barn or that, oh, no.
No, you couldn't be bothered. You wouldn't be talking to them at all if I was like them. You see, and I'm here to do good, genuinely do good for the people, and I get nothing but cynicism and people looking down their nose at me and people suspecting my motives. And I'm heartily sick of it, to be honest, Geordie. You're the only man. You know me better than most.
Well...
You can tell the people what I'm like. Go on.
Yes, you're a genuine person at heart.
I may be a little slow to send you things.
I think you do more good than bad, really.
Well, I mean, if that is the state of the ledger book when we die...
No, but you hide your light behind the bushel.
I know I do.
People don't really know what really, does go on.
They don't know. They don't know the good that's in my heart. Isn't that what you're trying to say?
Shut up, you lady. Sit there.
Sorry?
Sit there.
Who? What's that?
That's Lady and Rocky. And...
Oh, sorry. But, people don't know that my heart is full of goodness. They don't know that because, sometimes I have to snap at the staff here to get things done, but they don't realise that the end product is something good and noble.
Here, Jerry, will you wait a wee one second? I'll have that these boys out here.
You go ahead. Geordie's letting a pig out, apparently. Well, that sounds interesting. All kinds of stuff going on there. All hell broke loose down there. An illuminated Christmas display of Dancing Santa Claus from New Millennium Delights, Ballymoney, has been won by Winifred Wallace.
Sorry about
down
that,
Patrick. Quite all right. I'm just reading out some of the prizes, Geordie.
Yeah.
You'll notice that your name isn't on this. I mean, if I'd been guilty of cronyism, wouldn't I made sure that you'd have won something?
Well, that's right. But would you mind some that wee poem about wee Tiny's?
Did you like that?
He hit it right in the nail. And wee Tiny's buried under the thorn bush.
I know that, yes.
But would you mind sending me that?
Well, I'll send it to you. Certainly.
Right.
I've got it here. I will send it to you. It's a very nice wee poem, isn't it? Very nicely written. And it's sentimental, and it's from the heart.
Ah, well, it's wee Tiny.
I know, yeah. Tiny rests under a tree today.
That's right.
This time last year, he was snapping at the postman.
Oh, aye, that's what was landed there. That's why I go out. The postman.
The postman was there. Well, those two have learned, obviously, from Tiny.
Aye, Rocky and Lady.
Tiny's legacy lives on.
Oh,
Rocky
yes,
and Lady.
yes,
Well, no postman past the front door.
No.
Postman should be harried and bit at all times, no matter what they bring. Well, have you any plans for Christmas, Geordie? Apart from what do you do at Christmas normally? Do you visit anyone?
Well, I've got maybe 10, 12, but no, I stay where I am. A wee bit of silver side roast and a bit of boiled ham, and see, you go with one, you offend the other. So I just stay here where I am.
Well, by thunder, a bit of silver side and a bit of ham sounds good to me.
And the wee man come the whole roof from Portland noon.
He did not, did he?
The five of them. No.
Really? And how did you get on with them? Are they okay?
Do you know what they got the wee pullets.
Did
and
they?
they said they never seen a rooster like him.
Really? They were impressed?
Do you know what they brought, Gerry?
What?
100 of corn.
Really?
2 dozen of draft Guinness.
My God.
And a bottle of Black Bush.
Well, my God.
So
What?
I'm telling you, they didn't come at me hand.
Well, you're hoping they come again.
And that's wee Peter.
Peter, yeah, the fellow we met down. He seemed a decent.
Right.
He seemed a
That's the
decent
one,
looking.
Yes, that's him.
He seemed a decent guy.
But there's an old boy with him as well that do a whole fancy suit and all, and he's mad looking a woman. You call him after you, Gerry.
Really?
And I put him in touch with Merkel from Belfast, so I don't know. I could maybe be a sort of a matchmaker.
I think pimp would perhaps be the best description. Stop pimping. There'll be no pimping in this programme.
No.
People coming to you looking for women. No, I'm.
That old boy come with Peter.
Yeah. And what did he say? What did he say to you? He said, I'm looking at a woman. Have you got one?
Yes, that's right. Well, I said, I don't know, I know wee Myrtle now. And
But don't you be giving... Stop that. Don't you be giving women's phone numbers out to people
no,
who ask you.
No. Sure, she could be anywhere.
God's sake.
So
All right,
I have to... I can't go far the day for old Billy's no one coming from Rich Hill.
Well, Billy's got a day in front of him, has he?
Yes, he is no lady.
You better give him a couple of cigarettes.
Nor nanny goat.
You better give him a couple of cigarettes for after.
No, I'm giving him a feel of oats to keep his old body warm.
Well, I said, well, how do you prepare him? Because, a lot of men out there would like to hear this. Because a lot of men go out and they take a rake of drink on a Saturday night, then they're no good at all. What would be the best thing to do now? If the goat is sitting there now and he's expecting...
Billy's tied in a... he's tied.
Well, would you give him much to eat there today?
Oh, no, just a wee, what I call a wee warm mush.
A wee warm wash, what would that be
A
now?
wee warm mush.
A mash, mush. Mash. Well, would there be potatoes in that?
No, oats, no.
Oats?
And just a wee sprinkle of hot water. And then a wee drop of the crater in it.
And over the critter, that puts him, then he starts telling them...
puts him in four.
He starts telling them stories and all.
No, that puts him in four.
Oh, I mean the time they start doing all that stuff.
Did you?
Oh, no, but I mean, that's what I would do. Do you know when you're out there with a girl and you have a bit of a drink, you start telling her old yarns, don't you? Don't you?
Well, you do.
Well, you do. Well, the goats are the same.
That's right. Well...
I remember the time I was tied up in an old tree there. I remember it was one day, it was lovely day, and this fella came along, and he's telling them all that, and then he's putting a hoof around them, putting the old hoof around the shoulder, and saying, come on in here, love, there's a grand wee room in here, have a look at this in here. It's great. Come on in here, look, I have a lovely wallpaper in here, do you want to see it?
Yes.
Or I'm expecting a phone call. Come on in here and wait for me.
I'll come in and dung out your bed.
Yeah, that stuff. I know that old trick. So then how long does it take him normally?
Oh, just as quick as you'd blink your eye.
Well, that's what a girl said to me one time. She said, my husband's a very good lover. He's very quick.
Well, yeah. Oh, Gerry, before I go.
Yes.
I got this sentiment.
What is it?
Oh, I don't know where it come from. I got a newspaper somewhere.
Yes.
A Dick Hall, I think
What is it?
What? No, it's a wee short wee poem.
Oh, go ahead then. Yeah, somebody sent it to you. Yes.
Rocky, leave that hen alone, Rocky.
Rocky molesting the hen.
We married a long time ago. We worked for long hours and wages were low. No tally, no radio, no bath times were hard. Just an old cow water tap and a walk up the yard. No holidays abroad, no carpet on floors. We had old turf on the fire. We never locked the door. Our children arrived, no pills in those days. We brought them up without state aid. No volume, no drugs, no LSD. We cured our pains with a good cup of tea.
Yes.
If you were sick, you were treated at once, not fill in a form and come back next month. No bonds, no muggers. There were nothing to rob. In fact, you were rich with a couple of bob. People were happy in them old far-off days, caning and churning in so many ways. Milkmen and paper boys would whistle and sing, and a night at the flicks was a wonderful thing. We had a share of troubles and strife. We had to face it, that was life. But sure, now I'm alone and looking back, I don't think of bad times, the troubles and tears. I remember the blessings, our home and our love. We shared them together, and I thank the God above. What do you think of that?
Very nice indeed. Who wrote that? Did somebody send it to you? Did you know who wrote it? Somebody just sent it to you. Dick Hall. Right. Excellent. But thank you, Jordy.
Bye.
God bless you, my son. Okay. Bye. Bye. That's Jordy. Stop. Stop reading that stuff.
There's our prize winner.
Gerry.
On 2.
A Sony JV or Panasonic CD player from the Norris Brothers. We give that away to somebody during the outside broadcast, right? Mm-hmm. A hamper from Derry Vale Hampers to the value of £100 was won by Eris McKeown of Newton Ards. A 2-day angling and accommodation in the log cabin at Altmore Fishery, Altmore Road, Pomeroy, was won last Wednesday by Claire Lagan of Mahrafelt. I'm reading these out again just in case some of these people have missed this. A 2-week accommodation in Marc del Sur, Bendel Madina, Costa del Sol, in the last week of February and the first week of March, has been won by Benny and Eilish Lynch of Bar Discovery.
No, they gave that.
Oh, they gave it.
They gave that.
Benny and Eilish Lynch of Bar Discovery. They gave that. It was won by Biddy Look of Downpatrick. There's a wee trip to Spain, but they have to get there themselves. And also, Irene Hathaway of Lismara, Ballinary and Buncrana, County Donegal, has won a tablecloth from the Irish Linen Company in Windmill Road in Saintfield. A very nice tablecloth, might I add.
There's a call in 2.
I know. I'm on a roll here. A large lined lamp from Balik, China was won by Mrs. Casement of White Abbey. And 4 prizes of a 25-hour parking ticket in city car parks in Belfast has been won by Kim Brown of Belfast. Now, I shuffled that.
What? That's 4 prizes, Geraldine said.
I know. I'm giving them all to her.
No, Geraldine says you can't. That's stupid. Geraldine's saying it's stupid.
It's not stupid. I thought about this.
Geraldine's saying it's stupid.
It's not stupid. It's 4 different types. 4 different types.
How is it? Well, I don't know what the prize is, so I'm just repeating what's going on.
It's a 25-hour parking
Henry
ticket.
Kissinger
a
here.
25-hour parking ticket in city car parks in Belfast.
So she got 4 25-hour.
Yeah.
But you know, that's a nice prize for 4 people.
No, but that's not much. 125.
Sure, who's going to...
Will you stop arguing? It's done.
But sure...
She can do it. She can come in 4 times. Isn't that...
Oh, it's... And sit all night long?
Well, she'll have to do it.
That's...
No, you see, you've got this wrong. You see, when you've got it...
we don't seem to have it wrong.
No, when you've got a 24-hour parking ticket, she'll have to come in and stay in a hotel. Right?
There's a call.
No, she can give them to her friends. That's the idea of it. She doesn't have to come in for 4 nights.
You just made that up.
I just made that up.
Yeah, no.
But it doesn't mean that she have to come in and stay in hotels every night, 4 nights a week.
You have 2 calls holding.
I know I have. Who's this here? Elizabeth McRae of Tynan in County Armagh has won 2 VIP guest passes for the Mondello Park round of the British Superbike Championships on the 23rd of May 2004, donated by Kingsbury Packaging in Limavady. I fully realise that Isabel may not be a biker, but I'm sure that she could give those away, or maybe indeed exchange them for something else.
Hands on too.
A mulled wine Christmas hamper from KWM Wines and Spirits, Greencastle Street in Kilkeel, was won by Terence Mooney of Banbridge. Now, there's one prize which I think we have forgotten, and the reason we may have forgotten it is because maybe perhaps the person sent me a voucher which I have maybe mislaid, or even more likely, Geraldine has mislaid it. And Geraldine says no. Do you remember that equestrian prize we won? I think it was somewhere in Omagh. You get a day on horses and you be cowboys.
A cowboy prize.
Cowboy thing.
Yeah.
We have no...
Excuse me.
That's a terrible little cough, that was. That's very chesty. And the person may have sent me a voucher, but I apologise, I may have mislaid it. So the person out there who sent us that equestrian prize, a cowboy prize, please send us another little voucher and we shall spin the wheel again. And maybe... Maybe perhaps if they ring, I could spin it here and now for who's going to win that. Eh?
What? Well, will you talk to Anne and 2?
2 prizes of a meal for 4 plus wine at the Point Bar and Grill, Upper Newtonards Road in Belfast, has been won by Pearl McGill of Bloomfield.
Anne's got a problem. She wants to ask you something.
2 Blackthorn walking canes from Fairpeace Mobility, Steelstown Road in Stonyford, have been won by Elise McGurr. What's she going to do with 2 walking sticks? I don't know. But you can give one to a friend.
Anne.
£100 cash from John Mulholland Motors in Randallstown was won by Mrs. Stevenson in Belfast. 6 bottles of lemonade for the rest of her life was won by Alice Bell of Belfast. No, it's only for 1 year. A voucher for the Clark School of Dancing for 6 one-hour Latin and salsa classes for 1 person has been won by Simon the Whistler, Arthurton. That's the fella who comes on and whistles. He came out. Look at the way he came out.
Would you please talk to Anne?
£100 cheque and fish and chips for a family of 4 from Tommy's Fish and Chip Shop, Main Street, Ballykelly, won by Harry Elliott. That's a £100 cheque for you, and fish and chips for 4 people. You have to go up to Ballykelly to get it, though. We don't know where Harry Elliott's from. Probably the Isle of Bute or something. What did you say there?
I think I said Anne's on 2.
Good morning, Anne.
Good morning, Gerry.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Okay.
I didn't know you were there.
You're under a lot of pressure this morning.
Terrific pressure. Tremendous amount of pressure.
You're starting to sniffle.
I know I am. It's the germs in here.
I know.
I'm trying to get them all through out. What can we do for you?
I won a prize there earlier this morning, a storage unit from Stonyport in Lisburn.
Yes, you did.
How do I get in contact, or do you...
Don't you worry about that. We shall look after everything. Where do you live yourself?
Castle Dawson.
Don't you worry about that. We shall look after everything. We shall be in contact with you. Fear not. Our people are on the case.
All right.
It shall be delivered to you.
You're way ahead of me.
One way. I'm a way ahead of you. It'll be delivered to you one way or another within a very short space of time.
That's great, Gerry.
I know this prize. It's a good prize.
Is it for the garage or the bedroom or the living room or what?
It all depends what kind of home you've got. I don't know. It's entirely up to yourself.
A 2-man tent.
You'll be fine. You will like this prize.
Right.
Okay. Congratulations.
All right, Gerry. Happy Christmas to
Happy
everybody.
Christmas to you.
All
Bye.
Right, Gerry.
Bye. You see, you could have handled that yourself, you know. Deirdre at the Potting Shed in Cookstown has donated a large fruit bowl, which has been won by Christine Doherty of Limavady. That's handy enough. Isn't it funny how these things come out?
Okay. Right, turn up back. Calling 3.
10 sessions of aqua massage at the Buttercrane Centre in Newry until the end of January, then available at Castle Court, plus 10 men's haircuts. Where would you get 10 men? Where'd you get 10 men? Look, Joan Russell of Somerville Avenue has to get 10 men and bring them down to Gary's barber shop in High Street in Hollywood. Get them all. Did I ever tell you about the time I brought all the sailors over to Alton?
Yes, and I don't want to hear that. And the people don't want to hear it. No, keep
I brought all these Spanish sailors over to Alton because they all had the same thing wrong with them.
I know, but don't.
That was the most wonderful thing.
There's a call on 3.
You're not interested in anything I say.
I know what the story's about. I don't want the people to hear it.
You're just trying to stop me telling it. It's a good story.
There's a call on 3.
So there's 10 sessions there. And there's a meal for 4 and a bottle of wine at Mahon's Hotel on Friday the 19th of December. That's this Friday. You need to get this one out quick.
Right.
Music by Country Cool winners, the originals plus bed and breakfast accommodation for 4. That's been won by Barbara Gartside of Antrim. So, Barbara, that's where you're going this Friday night.
I was speaking to a man last night who was talking to you.
Yes.
Over the weekend, maybe Friday or perhaps Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And he says that both you and him were standing in a butcher shop, queuing up waiting to get your stuff.
Yes.
And when he went forward, the fellow says, "What's your name?" You see, and he says, "Give his name." And you said to him, "Was your father 102?" You knew his father was a docker.
Yes.
And you knew him by his number.
Yeah.
Aye. And he said he was amazed. He said, "That's right." He says, "I knew your father." But you knew this boy's father by his number.
That's because he was a docker.
He was a docker, that's
Steve
right.
George tries to collect all their numbers.
I know.
I paid them all.
He was telling me that last night.
There's men I know, I see men walking around the city and I go, "Hello, number 43. Sometimes they don't appreciate it. But, isn't that quite a good
Paddy
thing?
Green or something like
That's
that.
right, that's right. I knew his father, Willie. And
Willie,
he's
Willie Green.
132.
Willie Green, that's right.
132. A nice man. Unfortunately, I believe he's dead now.
Yeah.
But I remember going down there every day, and I'd look at Willie and said, sure, I know you.
Well, anyway, there's a call in 3.
Was your father not a doctor?
No, what I would like to give you a number.
What was your father? Was your father not a docker? Seriously?
No, he wasn't.
Was he not?
No.
Was there a lot of coils were dockers?
We weren't the
You weren't the docker
type.
coils?
No, we weren't docker.
What were you?
We were
coils
nothing. Nothing.
You were nothing. You must have been something.
No.
None of your family ever work?
No.
Never. Ever.
No.
Well, isn't that interesting?
Yes. There's a call in 3.
Right, hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Oh, Gerry.
Yes, who's that? What number are you?
I was given number
He's
3,
number
I believe.
3.
Oh, sorry, I thought maybe you were a docker. No, that's neither here nor there. What can we do for you? You're number 3, okay.
I was down in Belfast that day.
What day was that?
That you were spinning the rickety wheel.
Well, did you see anything untoward there? Did you see anything that alarmed you in any way, apart from the fact that the other people tried to hijack the whole proceedings?
Well, I just discovered now that I won a prize, or my wife won a prize, but I didn't get my complimentary prize.
Oh, well, tell me your details.
Hmm?
What did you win there? What did you win?
Weekend in the Everglades.
Right, let me just check this. You were there that day.
That's in Florida, isn't it?
No, it's not, unfortunately. It's near Florida. It's here. You are Mr. Mallon.
Yep.
Right. But no, you didn't win it. Your wife did.
That's right. She sent me down.
She mightn't take you. She might bring somebody else. The Everglades Hotel, that's tickets for their New Year's Eve function and overnight accommodation for 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, you can bring 2 friends with you. That's your New Year's Eve sorted out.
That's beautiful.
Well, are you interested in that?
Absolutely.
That takes you. That means you don't have to go out. You don't have to get taxis or nothing. It don't cost you no money.
That's right.
And the Everglades is lovely, and they've got all kinds of stuff going on there, entertainment, everything.
Where is
it? It's in.
Derry.
Yes. No, it's a Hastings hotel, or it used to be. I don't know if it is or not. If it still is, it's very, very. Isn't that a lovely hotel,
Yes,
Mr. Coyle?
top class.
It's in the waterside area of Derry, Stoke Londonderry.
Behen Road.
On Behen Road.
That's
And
fantastic.
it's absolutely beautiful. That's a great prize. That's your whole New Year's shop. It cost you a fortune. And then see the 2 people you're bringing with you. Charge them 100 quid each, and then you're out of you're making money.
Exactly.
So who are you going to bring?
Well,
You don't have to name them, but you have 2 people in mind, do you?
oh yeah.
Okay, that'll be a great night. But you don't need to know anything. We'll send you that voucher, whatever it is.
You will?
Yeah, of course. And if for any reason you don't get it, give us a ring here and we'll sort the whole thing out. Don't worry about that.
Appreciate it.
No. I hope you enjoy yourself. And think of us when you're throwing the drink down your throat, sir.
I will.
Okay?
Might see you there.
I don't know if you will or not. No. Where will I be? I don't know where I'll be in New Year. No, I'll be in Donegal on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
Oh, not that I wouldn't go to the Everglades. I certainly would. But see, the only thing about what I don't like about New Year's Eve, and Mr. Coyle's not the same because he doesn't go out because it's too dear. I don't like going out anywhere New Year's Eve in Derry, Stoke London because you can never get home because you're always half tubed. So you have to get a taxi. You can't get a taxi.
It's the same all round.
No, it's not.
It is so.
No, what I do, I go somewhere else where I don't have to get a taxi. I go to my other home.
But it's the same anywhere. You'll have difficulty getting a taxi in Belfast New Year's Eve now.
Do you not hear what I'm saying? I go somewhere where I can go somewhere and I can walk home.
Yes, well, it's okay. Well, you can do that here too as well.
I can't do that here.
If you're prepared to.
I live 5 miles outside the
There's
city.
a pub at the top of your street.
You think I'm going to go to the pub at the top of the street
Well,
on New
you
Year's
can.
Eve?
If you wish, you can.
Well,
You
I
have
could, I
that
suppose.
choice.
I have
yes.
that option,
So
yes.
don't come that with me.
But what I'm saying is this man is lucky. All he has to do is go upstairs to his bed
Yes, I know.
in a lovely, well-appointed room.
Jared, do you remember speaking to a lady who donated balloons to you for a party?
I do remember, indeed. Yes,
That's the woman that won it.
So, well, that's just a total accident, isn't it? Really? What are the chances of that?
Just thought I'd throw that in there.
The chances of that are very slim.
Yeah.
Well, tell her that's amazing.
Absolute coincidence.
I would say you'll have Jim the Tyler back on it.
That's absolutely amazing now. All right, then, well, I hope you all enjoy it.
I appreciate it.
Okay?
Thanks very
There's
much.
a call in one.
Good luck, thank you.
luck.
Bye. Bye. Isn't that amazing? One of our prize winners is a person who gave us a prize. Chances of that are very slim, aren't they? I mean, if you didn't know better, you'd say there was hanky-panky going on there.
Yes. There's a call in one.
Hello?
Hello, Gerry. How you
Yes,
doing?
good morning. I think we should discuss more serious subjects in this show.
No?
Should what?
We should discuss more serious topics in this show. Do you not think we should do that?
This is fairly serious, is it not?
It is actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Gerry. How you doing?
Sorry, I just got a notion that we should be talking about something serious. But you don't have to. You go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Good, good. Stanley Quinn here from Belfast.
Yes, Stanley.
I don't know you and I don't know Mr. Kelly. I've never met you, but you pulled me out the best prize on the Rickety wheel on Wednesday.
Really? What was that?
A holiday for 6 people in Malin Head.
Well, you must remember it's a little chilly around there. But you see, it all depends when you can go. Is there any stipulation as to when you can go?
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Is there any stipulation on it? Because I haven't heard nothing yet.
Let me just see. Let me just see now. Let me just find that. Yes. A weekend break for a family of 6 in a holiday bungalow at Malin Head.
Gorgeous. Love it.
Oh, have you been there?
Oh, I was there in the summer fishing, so it was for a long weekend.
It's just absolutely fantastic up there, as anyone knows. It's as most people know, it's the most northerly point in Ireland. Of course, it is in the south.
The nicest part of Donegal I've ever been in.
Oh, it's just absolutely beautiful, because I have a little house not too far away from there, where I'm going on New Year's Eve. I have a little place in the... I better not tell the people.
Am I invited?
No. So, listen, will you find out from Danny Quinn in Belfast when the man can go? Will we find that out? We'll find that out. Don't worry.
Who are you asking?
I'm talking to you.
Me? What are you asking me for?
Talking to you.
But what are you asking me?
Because I thought you worked in this programme. And
Yeah,
I
but
thought
what are you... I'm asking you, what are you asking me?
I thought you were here to help me.
Yes, but if I knew what you want...
The man on the other end of this phone has a query.
Danny.
Danny, he has a query.
Right.
He wants to know...
Right.
When can he go to the holiday bungalow in Malin Head?
Right, well...
See, he may not want to go now, you see, because it's minus 5
No,
degrees.
summer do love it. So,
You see, we'll find out. We'll find out.
Right, we'll find out, sure, but then we'll phone...
Don't worry about it,
back.
Danny. You shall be contacted in the fullness of time.
that'll do, love it.
And
That'll
I sincerely hope you'll be able to go sometime when it's not frosty.
I
Okay?
hope so.
And
Hope
Sue.
so. Thank you very much. It was
Okay.
a great Christmas present. Thank you.
Thank you. No problem.
Okay, bye.
There, you see, there's a satisfied
No,
customer.
you
I
have
to
a
tell
problem. You have a problem now on 2. You have a man who gave you a prize, but he has now got a problem.
Yes, good morning, sir. What is your problem?
It's Tommy, by the way.
Yes, Tommy.
Good morning, Gerry.
Yes, Tommy.
Tommy down here in Ballykelly.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of a problem, Gerry.
Yes.
We're trying to get into the spirit of Christmas and so on. And we put a life-size Santa up on top of the chimney.
Yes.
At the shop here.
Yes.
We put it up sometime last week, but during the early hours of Friday morning and Sunday evening, his boots went missing.
Oh.
Somebody stole his boots.
Yes. Yes, I think the demon drink would be part of
Do
the
you think
culprit.
would that have been the contributory factor? Or?
I think possibly.
Huh?
Where was this again?
This thing's about 32 foot high up in the chimney, you know.
Where was this again?
On top of the roof.
Where is this again? What part of the country?
Ballykelly.
Uh-huh.
Tommy's Hot Food Bar.
Tommy's Hot Food Bar.
Tommy's award-winning chip shop.
Yeah, Tommy, you also gave us a £100 check and
right.
family of 4, chips family of 4.
That's right.
Right, well, I have to say this to you, that, you see, you're on the main street. I know exactly where your place is. You're on the main road there.
Main road.
And you'd be in the flight path of people coming from the Drummond Hotel.
That's right.
Drummond Hotel is a place where people take drink.
Well, do you think the demon drink would be...
I think some man has seen your Santa and with an overabundance of drink down his thrapple has said to himself, Jesus, boys, let's get them boots for a bit of crack.
Well, we'd be prepared to offer a reward for the return of these boots.
They'd steal the boots off you.
You're
prepared to
offer a reward for the return of these boots, Jerry.
Okay. Anyone who's got Tommy's boots from Tommy's Fish and Chip Shop in Main Street, Ballykelly, now's your chance to do the right, the decent, the Christian thing.
We at this particular time, we'd offer a reward, you know, or
okay.
donate the money to charity or something, you know.
You can't have a Santa standing there.
Jerry, isn't it?
You can't. It's a unique problem.
I think so.
You can't have a Santa stand there in his bare feet.
The weather's getting colder and so on, and you could get chills and so on.
And the children will never understand.
That's right. His legs are flapping in the wind there without any boots.
My God, what kind of a home did that person come from that stole those boots? All right, then we plead with them to come back. Okay, and we guarantee anonymity.
Yes, and we will offer a reward.
Yes, and we will not report you to the police when you contact us.
We were thinking about bringing the police in, but we thought we'd ring you first.
No, we can. It's care in the community for this one.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jerry.
Bye.
Bye.
There be more names, more prizes tomorrow. Thank you for not smoking.
Can you take a quick call?
No, I can't.
Well, it's your hat woman that you wanted.
Yeah, put her on quickly then.
She's there.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Gerry.
Kate, what have you got to say for yourself?
The only thing I have to say, I never met you in my life.
You don't know me?
Other life.
We've had no relationship of any kind?
None whatsoever, only on the radio.
Thank you. That confirms it for me. Thank you very much. Thank you. So there you are.
What?
I don't know her.
I know you don't.
As I said, more prizes, more names tomorrow. If you want to write to me, write to Gerry Anderson, care of BBC Radio Foyle, Derry, Stoke, Londonderry. We'll be back tomorrow. Goodbye.